Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Mark back in the workshop on Mark's Aquatics. Right, on this little video, what I'm going to be doing is attacking Jackson's little paludarium. Now, it's come to a stage in its life where a lot of the plant life in there has died back, and it's not at its best anymore. I mean, I've trimmed bits off and everything else, but plants do tend to get to a certain stage, and when you're not trimming them right back and things happen, and it's nice sometimes just to have a change and to take that old stuff out, give it a rescape, make it look all nice and fresh again. And that's what we're going to be doing on this video. So I bought some different plants. I've got some herbs as well, because I want to turn it into like a paludarium slash herb garden, if you were. So I've got a couple of different species of herbs in there. I think it was thyme and a bit of basil we're going to put in there as well. You'll see that in a bit. But I think what we should do is get over to his tank. We've got to take him and his girlfriend out. Well, was his girlfriend. They're not getting on, so she's out, and we'll have to find him another girlfriend. He's been a fussy one, this little Jackson. He really is. He's not like his dad. His dad found a girlfriend straight away, but he's been a little bit of a monkey, this one. But never mind, that's what it's all about. Anyway, let's pop over to his tank and get to work. Been excited about doing this for a while, so let's go to work. Come on, let's go. Right, guys, we're on the tank. It still looks nice, don't get me wrong, and I know a lot of you guys will say, oh, don't touch it, it looks lovely, and it does look nice. But what I want to do is I just want to change things up a bit now, and I want to plant a few more different plants in there, just spruce it up a bit. I mean, some of that lucky bamboo which I've got at the back there, it's not as brilliant as I'd like it to be. Some of the leaves have browned off a little bit there. Some of the stalks have died back, and the pothos is doing extremely well, as you'd expect it to do in a system like this. Obviously being grown under the water, partly submerged, sorry, in the back, and it's doing extremely well under these lights. We've got the old Anubias Nana in there as well, which I think I will change out and put a new one of those in there as well. But what I want to do with this, guys, I want to put in some herbs as well. I want to turn this into like a little herb garden that I can actually prune off and use in my cooking as well. Jackson's still got his girlfriend in there. He keeps chasing her, or not chasing her, he's displaying like crazy to her. So what I'm going to have to do is I'm just going to actually remove these guys out, and I want to create a new habitat. Whoop, there she goes. She's a lovely little colourful female. I put her in there a couple of days ago, after separating them for a while through the glass, just through the acrylic, sorry, just let them see each other. But they're not seeming to get on very well, so I don't think I'm going to pair them two up. So I'll remove those guys, and I'm going to put them into a container while I re-aquascape this little paludarium. All that dwarf sage is doing extremely well along the bottom here. It's really carpeted nice. We've got some dwarf hairgrass in amongst it as well. Still got loads of shrimp in there. Got some yellow sakuras in there, and obviously some of them are crossed with the cherries as well, and they've gone back to that wild coloration. I'm not sure if you can see them in amongst that sage. I'll get some close-up shots for you in a bit. But I'm going to take all this moss off. Now all the moss and all these plants are doing really well. This is just garden terrestrial moss, which I've taken from my garden and put up there, and it's literally just on the stones, as you see, so it will just suck up that water like a carpet. It's got a little layer of ground still underneath, which it'll take nutrients from. And the great thing about it is you can just place it down onto the rocks, and as long as it's touching a little bit of water, it'll wick it up, which means it'll suck it up into that earth which it's growing on, and it'll keep it all nice. And these lights are super bright, and they love to grow under this nice strong lighting as well. When you pick moss as well, guys, for your tanks, if you're going to do these paludariums, also make sure you look where it's growing as well. Make sure it's growing, you know, in a full sun area, then it's going to tolerate higher sun. If you put it, you know, if you're going to put something that's shaded, more of a shaded variety of moss, then it's going to die back, because it's not going to be used to that that strong light. So so that's what I suggest you do if you're going to do that. Anyway, I think what I'm going to do is I want to speed things up a bit, like I do. I'm going to take that out, strip out a lot of these plants, obviously remove the rocks, remove the waterfall, everything here, and we're going to give it a complete new scape around the front here, get that nice waterfall running again. I've got to clean the filter out, which is in there. Very simple, you just remove that, as you can see, and the filter is hidden underneath all those stones, and you can literally, I'll just remove that now. I can put that in a bowl, just carefully lift that little carpet up, There you go. And then that will reveal. Put that to one side where it's nice and safe. Little Jackson's coming out to say hello. Hello, you two. I'm going to hide in the back there, but we'll get you out when we move the rocks out. So we've got to move all this dragon stone now, which is on the front, and I'll get back to you when I've taken it all out and cleaned it up a bit and removed Jackson and his girlfriend. Okay. Right, okay guys, I have taken out all the dragon stone. That's all in a bowl down by the side of me here. And now you can see the filter that we made all those months back. Nice little plastic surround, and it just sits back in there in its own little pot. Now if you want to see how I built this, you can pop back. I'll link the videos in the description. I think it was a 2 or 3 part. I can't remember now, but you can see how I built this from scratch, all the way from building the tank, the acrylic tank, to fit in the back, putting that little bit of pond liner in there, making it all look nice, and then planting it up. So now you can see we've got this lucky bamboo. I won't get rid of that, I'll keep hold, but you can see there's a lot of dead and decaying matter in the back here, which I want to replace and take out. And also I'll take some of the peat out, compost out as well, and replace that with some nice fresh stuff which I've used. I've taken quite a lot from my compost heap up in the garden for breeding projects, so I've got some of that which is already pre-soaked, so I'm going to fill it up with that as well. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take out some of these, take out some plants, and then I'll get back to you when it's all done. Right, there you go guys, I've taken out what I'm going to take out now. Got a couple of little plants in there which I'm going to leave. So I think they look quite nice. The leaves are still nice. And there's a couple of varieties of that in there. I can't remember the name of it, to be honest. Here's me, not knowing the name of a plant on my aquatics show. There you go. How's that? But never mind. I've got so many plants in here. What I normally tend to do is sometimes hide the little pots at the back. I planted these in the little baskets, and they've rooted straight through those baskets into that compost underneath. I'm going to take out some of this compost at the back here, and then what I've got to put back in, I've got these nice little ferns. Now that's a nice little, if you can see it there, nice little fern which is going to go in one side. Just going to put that in there. Now they can take up, they love it when it's damp, moist, and this has got very, very small holes in amongst that liner, so as you can see, it's not flooded in there. It's not, the water doesn't go directly in there, but it will weep through and keep that like a bog. So it's like a little bog garden, as it were. So it keeps it nice, everything nice in there. Now what I'm going to put in there, like I said, is I've got a nice fern to go in there, and I've also got a nice variegated. None of these have got names on them. I do apologise, but I've got a lovely variegated. It looks like a bit like a pothos plant. Some of you plant geeks out there are bound to know what these are, but that's a beautiful variegated plant as well. I picked that one up. It's quite a broad-leafed little plant, so we've got that one to go in there. And I'm actually going to put some thyme in, because thyme does grow very well in these kind of conditions, because I've got it outside in my garden. This is just one that I've bought, and obviously it's not going to go in the water. Rinse everything off really well, guys, when you put plants in there, and also remove all that compost, okay, from which is in the pot. You don't want to be putting the compost which is surrounding. So what I suggest you do is you get them out the pot, lift them out of the pot, give those little pots a squeeze, okay, lift them out, and then give those roots a good old shake and remove a lot of that earth which is on there, okay, just in case they've got anything in there that's going to upset your balance in your aquarium. You don't want that. So what else have we got here as well? We've got this little another little variegated shrub as well. None of these have got names on. I picked them up from one of my local little stores, and they were only going for about £2 each, so I thought I'd grab some of those. And what else have I got? The last couple in there, I'm going to put some basil in there as well. Look at that, some lovely basil, and I can come out there when I'm making different things and I can trim that off and use that in the cooking then as well. But exactly the same, guys, remove all the peat from all of these, okay, before you put them in. Rinse them round in a little bucket, and get all that peat off of the roots, and then you'll be okay. Jackson and his girlfriend have been moved to another little separate tank. They're quite happy in there. I've taken some of the water from here, put it into a little tank, and put them in there, so they're happy. So I've got no one in there. The shrimp are still in there. You might see them moving around in the bottom. They're going to be fine as long as I'm careful, and they're small enough to get through any little nooks and crannies when I build the stonework up again around the back. So I'm going to try and keep it a little bit more open this time. Give them a little bit more swimming area. I had it built quite far forward last time, so I've been thinking about doing a new little structure, but it's just going to have to go around here. Obviously we want that waterfall to come down from that little upstand that we made there in that little filter build. Heaters in the back still going, hidden out the way. Also make sure if you do make anything like this, you can get access to it, okay, to change the temperature at any time, or if anything goes wrong you can take it out. But the great thing about paludariums is everything's above the water line that you're playing with, so you can move things around all the time and you can get it exactly how you want it, and until it looks really nice and you're happy with it. So what I'm going to do now, guys, is I'm going to bang off all the ground and all the earth and things and compost which is around the roots of these plants, and I'm going to stick it into some hyperlapse, and I'm going to build it up again, get the waterfall built up, everything done, and then I'll come back and we can have a little chat about what it looks like and what we've done. Well, there you go, guys, it's all done. Everything's in, waterfall's running, got all the moss back in there. Jackson's back in the tank. Where are you, little mate? Where are you? He's somewhere. Ah, there he is. I've put some food in for him. He's just taking it off the surface on the left hand side there. He may come into frame in a minute. Obviously he's a little bit upset because we've just been in his paludarium and messing things around, so his little territory that he did have in there has been played around with, so he's not too happy about that, no doubt. The shrimps are all doing really well. They've all settled back in and they're rooting around looking for stuff that's been stirred up. Got all that nice dragon rock back in there as well. We've got a nice little cascade coming down there which is aerating that water, but we don't want too much of surface displacement on there because obviously Betta don't like it too rough on the surface. He's happily milling around in there now. I've removed his girlfriend. Like I said before, he wasn't really getting on with her. Sometimes you'll find that when you try and pair up better, sometimes if you have 2 or 3 females, you can give them a little choice and they will, believe it or not, they'll take some females just like we would. You know, you find someone more attractive than another person. That's the same with these guys. They really do take to one fish. I've had them before where they'll literally go in together and they'll breed literally straight away. They're that excited to see each other. Other times they'll chase each other, or he'll chase her around and around and around, trying to attack her and strip the fins off them. But he wasn't too nasty. He's like his dad. He wasn't a nasty one either, but he didn't take to her. So I think what I'll do is I'm going to give him a couple of weeks to settle back in here, and then I just want to do a natural spawn in here where I can put some plant life over in that corner, or maybe an almond leaf over in that corner there where he can go under there and do his little bubble nest, and let her go in there and they can do their little magic, and then we can raise up some in here as well, which will be really nice. All the plants are obviously settling in, so a few of them may have weeped over, like the basil here is a little bit limp at the moment, but as we know, when you replant something, that does happen. Keep it well sprayed. I use my little atomizer here. Make sure it's a clean one, you've got nothing else in it. I bought this from one of our pet supply stores, and it's only ever had just basic tank water in it, okay? And you can just give it a good spray down and put a light mist, just like that, and keep everything nicely misted for a few days, just until everything settles in on the leaves And it all looks nice and fresh in there again now. So I'm going to be able to take all these little bits off as these run up. I can take them off, chuck them in some cooking, which I'm going to do. I've got the thyme in there as well. That's in the back there. That's going to grow up and get leggy as well, believe it or not. It's quite leggy now because they grow these in artificial light conditions. So it's not like it would be outside where it gets that full strength sun and it keeps them more of a compact, like a compact bush as it were. But so yeah, so I just take them off, put it in the cooking. I think it's going to be good. Hopefully it's going to work out okay. Yes, I think we're going to call this video a complete video. It's all done. It's a complete little aquascape done there, paludarium scape. And everything is clearing up and looking fine. Anyway guys, what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave you with a few little close-up shots of things, of what I've done. And I'll see you on the next episode of Mark's Aquatics. Take care, you're all stars, love you loads. Bye for now.
Just me and my guitar.